Okay. Uh, Today, actually, we are going to start fifth unit. Fifth unit first chapter tells risk management. Now, this particular chapter is a very good impact on that particular software project management. Now, see, this is the part of a management part, that this part is not comes under this whole fourth unit. Please, whole fifth unit does not comes under any particular phase. First you have to understand this. Please, very concentratedly you have to listen. Okay, first of all, very concentratedly you have to listen. Today I will finish this chapter. Okay, I will finish this chapter today itself. Now see, uh, thing is, this particular chapter belongs to belong does not belongs to any particular phases. That means waterfall model, or you can take any model, any life cycle, software life cycle model. Then all these phases have this particular technique. That means this particular risk management you have to do for each and every phases, not only a single phase you have to do risk management. First of all, you have to learn this. That's why I am telling, this particular risk management chapter does not, this particular activity does not comes under any particular phase of a software lifecycle model. Okay, that does not belongs to any particular phase. The whole fifth unit, and then second chapter of this fifth unit, actually we will discuss about the quality management. So risk management and quality management, both the chapter does not comes under any particular phase. That first you have to understand. Now the thing is, risk management means, you can understand from the name itself. What is the meaning of risk? Can anyone tell? Risk, please reply. Please reply. If I am asking any question, please reply. Anyone, please, can you tell what is risk? What is the meaning of risk? Anyone, please reply. Anyone, please reply. What is risk? If I tell in a single word, chance of Kritin is answered. Kritin is given answer. That is where there is a chance of loss or danger in a project. Mm, okay. So basic, if I tell one word, one synonyms of that risk is uncertainty. That is the main thing you have to understand. Uncertainty. That means if any uncertainty happens during the project management, during the project development life cycle, any type of uncertainty happens, that comes under risk. Simply you have to understand this. Any types of uncertainty happens, suddenly risk will come. So that means uncertainty, any types of uncertainty, that may be monetary loss, that may be some personal reason of employees, that may be some different parameters we have, different things we have. Suddenly my workstation does not work. Suddenly one website you are handling, that website is not working, server is crashed. So any type of uncertainty may arise during that particular whole life cycle model. So that you have to understand first. So that comes under risk. So risk means uncertainty. Simply you have to understand, risk means uncertainty. That may happens anytime. That may happens anytime during project life cycle model. So any phase, the uncertainty may happens. So that's why, so uncertainty, for this uncertainty, there is a chance of huge loss of your project. Huge loss, there is a chance. Because if risk happens, maybe, see, if I take much time, whatever I have planned, that plan whatever I have scheduled, the project duration, that may be crashed. If I take just 1 month extra time, that means 1 month extra salary you have to pay. That means monetary loss again. So that means in any time the risk may happen during the particular project. So that management is very much necessary for that. So first you have to understand where the risk may arise and how they are handled. So throughout this chapter, we will discuss this particular thing, that is how risk will be managed during the project life cycle. So risk, you understood risk. What is risk? Can anyone please reply this particular thing? Risk you have understood. What is risk? Please reply. Please reply.
Yes, sir.
So risk is very okay with you. So risk means any type of uncertainty. So that is not planned. Whatever that is not planned but happened suddenly, that comes under risk. Simply. So everywhere there is a risk factor. Everywhere for any task. This is related. This risk management is related with project life cycle. But I am not talking about project life cycle. Any activity you are doing, that may have some risk. So that risk, you should have one particular method to identify that particular risk and to handle that particular risk. So that is called risk management. That overall chapter we will study that particular thing. So now the thing is, there are see, the risk management is definitely you understood risk management. So every time, this is the main term here. Risk management means every time there must be a win-win possibility, win-win situation. That means nowhere, if risk occurs, then also we must win. So only option you have, that is win. Loss option is not there, lose option is not there. That means if any uncertainty came, any risk came, you must win that particular situation. So that is called risk management. Simply, so win-win situation, win-win. Every time one option only you should have, that is win. You should not lose the game. If any risk happens, if any risk are gonna arise suddenly, you should win. So that thing is called risk management. You should manage such a way that every time you must win only, no chance of loss. That is the thing, risk management. Now the thing is, so how we are doing risk management? For that, there must be, this risk management must have some properties, some principles. We have some principles we must follow for the risk management. So what are those principles? There, one is global perspective, second one is forward looking view, third one is open communication, fourth one is integrated management, fifth one is continuous process. This risk management must have these particular principles, these five principles. Principle means the risk management must have these properties. Whatever risk management, please try to understand, I am not talking about risk now, I am talking about risk management. Whatever management you are doing, that proper management have this particular properties. One is global perspective. That means you should only think about what are the risk. That means globally, what may be possible, what are the possibilities of the risk. You should think only that particular thing. You should not think the random thing. Only you very consciously you have to think global perspective. That means what risk may arise, only you should consider that particular part. This is called global perspective. Forward looking view, that means if risk happens, always there is a win-win chance. Forward looking view, that means you should think forward, you should not think backward. If risk happens, then you should not think that how it is happened. If someone has guilty, someone is guilty, we should not punish him. We should not punish him. We should look forward only. We should not think, see, if any employees have done some mistakes suddenly and risk arise, that employee should not be punished. Only chance is use how we can protect that particular risk. That only your viewpoint, that only your should be your viewpoint. So that means that was forward looking view. Only you should cheer up, you should not punish someone. Okay, only you should cheer up that we can overcome, this should be your mantra. So that is the forward looking view. Forward looking view you must have. Second, third thing, open communication. Open communication means That means openly you should discuss with the employees what about the risk. There should not be hidden thing inside that. So if you have any particular risk and it may arise and suddenly it happens, then you should not hide that particular incident. You should openly discuss with all employees that risk has arisen. So what to do, how to do. That is your open communication. Open, you should not hide any information about the risk. Okay, that is the third principle the risk management have. Fourth principle is integrated management. Please try to understand this. Integrated management means the phase risk management is made integral part of project management. That means in every phase you should consider the risk management. Every phase you should consider risk management. So in design phase you should separately think about the design phase and what are the risk possibilities are there, then how to overcome those risks. So that you should think only this particular, so integral part. That means whenever you go, what activity you are doing, that does not matter. Every activity must have risk management. That is the integral management. It must be integral management point of view. Fifth one is continuous process. That is why I am telling this is must be continuous. Integral part means, see, there are a difference between integral management and continuous process. Continuous process means in every management which should be tracked. It should be tracked. And integrated means you always think about that particular thing. So this is the thinking. This integrated management means always you should think about the risk every task. In every activity we should think about the risk management. So that is integral part. And how we are, what are the risk and it is happened or not, if it happened, how we are overcoming. Every tracking you should get. That is the continuous process. Continuous process means tracking. Risks are tracked continuously. Tracked continuously. This is the main part, main difference between this. Here every time you should think about the risk. Continuous process means if risk happened, then you should track. You should have track of that particular risk. What is the status of that risk now, how we can overcome the next phase of that tracking. So that all these things you should consider in this continuous process. So every risk management principles, we have this particular 5 properties of that risk management. So that means, see, if we have any risk management policy, if we have a company have any risk management policy, that policy must have these 5 principles. Is the thing very okay? Is the thing very okay up to this particular point? All these 5 points are very okay? Yes, no, please reply. If no, then please reply. I will tell again. Anyone? Anyone, please reply. If you are not listening properly, then I cannot understand. And if you are not giving reply, then I cannot understand you are listening or not. So please reply and always talk with me. If I am asking any question, please reply. Is the thing okay up to this? Is the thing okay up to this? Otherwise, I will call anyone. Only Kritin is applying. Only Kritin actually replying all every messages. This should not be happen. Everyone should have that particular messages. If I am asking, at least you should message yes sir, okay, that is fine. Or you can describe this particular point again. I will explain again and again. At least you should reply. Okay, fine, up to this is very okay. So these are the principles of risk management. I am not talking about the risk. See, you should have had Akshay, repeat once. Which part? Which part, Akshay? Principles.
Yes, sir.
Principles. Okay. So risk management, see, I'm repeating once again. Please, everyone concentrate. So risk management means I am now concentrating on risk management. I am not concentrating about the risk. So whatever risk management you are doing, that means there must be some policies of risk. Correct? So always you must have some policies for risk handling. So risk means any uncertainty. If any uncertainty came, then how to overcome that? You must have one policy. I am talking about this principle of that policies. Now this particular term you should understand, principles of risk management. That means what are the properties we must have inside that policies in the risk management phase. Understood? Akshay, this particular part is understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now there are 5 properties basically. One is global perspective. Global perspective means you should not avoid all the risk. Always you should think about the risk. What are the risks may arise, even if it is very small risk, then also you should not avoid that thing. Always you should take the consideration of that risk. Okay, this is called global perspective. That means always you should think what are the larger system definitions we have, what are the design phase we have to do, we have to track all these things, we have to identify that particular risk. How, if even if this is very small risk, then also you should identify the risk. This is called global perspective. Okay, fine. Fine, this thing is fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now forward looking view. Forward looking, what is the meaning of forward looking? See, if I'm telling one example, if you are not submitting the assignment, I have given assignment, you are not submitting, that is your fault. Now what should I do? I should punish him or I should look forward? So here risk management tells you should look forward always. You should not punish the person. You should think about the risk, what happened, and you should look forward. Don't punish how this, don't analyze how this risk happened. Don't analyze this. If risk happened, then always you should think how to overcome that. Thing is very okay now? Forward looking view. Is the thing okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Everyone fine? Now, third one is open communication. Open communication means openly you should discuss all about the risk factors within a meeting. You should not hide that risk. That means if one, see, if suddenly if this particular thing I am telling, if I have done one mistake in teaching, during teaching I have done one mistake. Okay, during teaching I have done one mistakes. That is uncertainty. That should not happen, but suddenly that happened. Then I should not hide that. I should openly discuss with you that is happened. Please do like that way. It is open communication. So if risk happened anywhere, you should not hide that risk to the employees. You should tell all the employees that risk happened, how to overcome that. Thing is very okay. Open communication. Am I clear? Am I clear this much?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now integrated management. Integrated management means in risk management, always in every task you should think about the risk management. Every task, even if you are doing small task, then also you think about the risk management. Thing is okay. Integral task, that means always whenever you are doing with that, you should follow the risk management. Whenever you are giving any step, you should think about the risk management. Thing is okay. Integral management is very okay now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now continuous process means that risk should be tracked every time. That means if you have a risk and you are doing that particular risk management, that means if one risk already arises, now you are handling that risk. At that time, every time you should make a track. That means what is the status now? What the next we should do? Every tracking we should maintain. That is a continuous process. So risk management policy must have this particular principles. Now this thing is very okay, Akshay?
Yes, sir.
Very fine. Everyone, this thing is, if anybody has any doubt, please ask me. Fine. This thing is very okay now. Now, now what are the types of risk we may arise? What are the types of risk we may arise? That is, one is project risk, second one is technical risk, third one is business risk, fourth one is known risk, fifth one is predictable risk, and fifth one is fifth one is predictable, sixth one is unpredictable. Now the thing is, how we are given the types of risk. Now see, this type of risk always should not be in among these six only. No, this is not nobody can tell that all types of risk I have included here. See, there are several types of risk also beyond this six. Thing is okay. There I am telling this is type of risk may arise. I am telling here the type of risk may arise here, but still there are some other risk also. So that different risk we have, that risk type of risk depends on that particular type of product we are developing and type of problem we are developing. So according to that type of problem, you may have different risk. So now generic view I am giving here. That means generally the risk comes under these six only. But this is not fixed. Only this six is there. There are some other type of risk also present. Thing is okay? Thing is clear? Thing is clear? Understandable? Understandable?
Sir.
Okay. Now project risk. Now you can understand by seeing that particular term. Project risk means, see, project risk means if you this particular thing schedules. I have made one plan. Suddenly that is not working. I have planned that within 1 week I will finish this chapter. Suddenly that does not happen. Here only you will see that is project risk. See, I have planned the whole chapter I will finish today itself. I have planned, but that may not happen. If you are repeating so many times, if I am repeating the topics so many times, that may not happen. That thing you take into the consideration. So that is the project risk. Means whatever the schedules, what are the monetary funds you have taken, what are the personal issues we have taken, that all the things comes under project risk. So if there is an effect on project, this comes under project risk. If anything that effect on that particular project, that comes under project risk. Technical risk means, now suddenly you are doing task in Amazon cloud. I'm taking an example, real life example. You think when you are coding is doing, or your database handling you are doing, at that time you are taking help of Amazon cloud. Now suddenly Amazon cloud has crashed, cloud server has crashed. What happens? That may not be, you cannot, then what happens? Your data, all these things has lost. This comes under technical risk. That means technically whatever we are doing, technical knowledge we must have, and that technically whatever we are doing, if there is a risk on that phase, This comes under technical risk. Fine, understood? Business risk means, yes, this is the monetary loss. We have planned in 2 lakhs and that's why I have taken 3 lakhs. I have selling price is 3 lakhs. My spending money is 2 lakhs. So a 1 lakh profit I have. Suddenly my spending money becomes 3.1 lakh. What happens? 10,000 loss. This is called business loss, business risk. This is called business risk. Or suddenly your Facebook, like Facebook is now very ongoing, very emerging. Everyone is using Facebook. Now suddenly one another similar software came into the market. Your Facebook becomes lose market, and then day by day it losing that market, and business has lost. This is called business risk. Fine, this thing is very okay. This thing is very okay, yes, no? Please tell me, any problem? Up to this is very okay? Please reply. Is the thing okay? You are not replying again. Is the thing okay? Tell me, any problem? Please tell me. Is the thing okay?
Yes.
Okay. Why late? Replying late? Immediately you should give reply. Now, known risk. Known risk means that, see, known risk means that previously, in previous experience, that risk already happened. So definitely that may arise again. So that is called known risk. That means previously this risk already happened. This risk already arise. This uncertainty already arise during the project. So that is known to you. That may arise. That is known to you, known risk. Predictable means I can predict that suddenly after some time, I can predict that this may arise. This is predictable. That is not known to you, but you can predict that this risk may arise. This is called predictable risk. And unpredictable means that is unpredictable. That means suddenly one employee got better opportunity. The manager itself got better opportunity. He gone to that particular company. He left the project. This is unpredictable risk. That is not predictable even. Unpredictable risk. That will totally suddenly this will happen. That is called unpredictable risk. Suddenly one employee's mother expired. Suddenly one employee's mother expired. So that employee must go to that mother's place. So that particular thing, that is also a risk for the, so that is also help that particular also effect on that particular project. So this type of risk is called unpredictable risk. Fine, this thing is very okay. Is the thing very okay? Yes, no? Is the thing very okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now there are two types of risk strategy. Basically, there are two types of risk strategy. That means whatever we are planning, that risk strategy has two types. One is reactive, second one is proactive. So two types of risk strategies are there. One is reactive, one is proactive. Now the thing is, this is like prevention and avoidance. I think difference between prevention and avoidance. Reactive means risk already happened. How to react that? Reactive, you analyze the name. Reactive risk strategy. Reactive, that means already risk happened, then how to prevent? This is reactive strategy. Okay, already that risk came, then how to handle that? This is reactive. Okay, fine, everyone, this thing is very okay. That means this risk already happened, already have this particular become actual problem. Okay, and then at that time crisis management comes, and this crisis management will handle that particular risk. So that is called reactive. Reactive, that means react. Act happened, I should react. Risk happened, I should react. That is reactive risk strategy. And proactive means that is not happened, risk is not happened, risk already not came, but I should actively take concentrated on that particular risk. That risk may arise, we should avoid that. How to avoid that particular risk strategy, risk, that for that if any strategy is going on, then it is called proactive risk strategy. Thing is okay, that is meant risk is not happened till, that may arise, we should think like that and how to manage that. This is proactive risk strategy. Is the thing okay? Is the thing okay? Is the thing okay? Tell me, any problem? Reactive and proactive. Thing is okay? Yes, no? Please tell me. Any problem? Please tell me. Reactive and proactive risk strategy. Fine, fine. Everyone, fine? You are not giving answers.
Sir, explain again.
Huh?
Explain again.
Which one? Reactive, proactive, both. Reactive, proactive, both.
Yes, sir.
Now, try to concentrate. Reactive means that risk already happened. Okay, then how to prevent that? How to react that? Okay, that is reactive risk strategy. That means whatever you are planning strategy, I am telling, see, this is your main term, risk strategy. That means whatever you are planning for risk handling, you should think like this way. Two way you should think. Whatever policy you are doing, that may happen two things. One, see, I'm taking this particular one thing example, one real life example. Some you have mosquitoes, very big amount of lots of mosquitoes in your places. Okay, then when mosquito bites and malaria already happened, malaria king. Okay, you got malaria. After that, what you will do? You will go to the doctor, and doctor will give the some medicine, and then you should take rest, and then you will be fine. That is called reactive. That means malaria already, you got already the malaria. Okay, fine. This is reactive. Reactive, that means already risk arise, and then you are doing planning. That means how to solve that particular risk. That is reactive. Fine, this thing is very okay now. And proactive means, try to understand, proactive means regularly you should use mosquito net to avoid malaria. To avoid that malaria, you should always use mosquito net regularly. That is called proactive. Thing is very okay now? Thing is very okay now? Yes, tell me. Is the thing okay now? You are not listening. Is the thing okay? Proactive and reactive?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you should go for the, so how we can